things we don't do well, but they do compete. And they don't, generally speaking, they don't ever give in. You know, we tried to, I kind of read an article from the paper to them that kind of indicated that they didn't have the kind of fortitude that teams in the past had. I think that kind of motivated them. We stuck the, we were 17-4, 12th in the country, and its headlines are Mess, Virginia. So we stuck that under their door this morning, so they woke up with that this morning before they went to breakfast, and so they're, I think they kind of use that as motivation.
Coach, the adjustment to sort of change your pressure, it wasn't that you dropped off the pressure, but you just kind of changed to something that you guys saw there, or just wanted to do something, just change it up a little bit? Or?
We've been doing that all year. We just haven't done it a lot. We've changed it during just about every game. We just today, because of our being down a guy and not having quite as much depth, and this is a little bit easier. We don't have to chase as much in this one, but we have been doing.
Mentioned being down a guy with Issa stepping up the way that he did today. What did you see from him? And you know, he said he kind of took it upon himself, had a conversation with Jonathan to step up in his absence.
Well, we've all been waiting. You know, he's been a little dinged up, and, but I think everybody. I mean, that was kind of the talk in the locker room, was that that Issa came out of his shell today, and Tavon came in and really helped us. Which is, he's made a couple shots before, but I thought that he made some key shots, and then you know, Nate's taking a lot of criticism, and Nate makes a huge three for us late in the game when we go down 5, and Trey pushes it up, and he didn't hesitate, just jumped up, shot it in. I thought that was huge for us. So we got contributions from a lot of guys.
Pages 3 with a minute left, and I think you guys were down maybe 1 at that point. Is there anyone else you would want taking that shot at that point?
No, well, him or Tariq. Devin made a huge play at the end of the game. Tariq misses a free throw, and he kept it alive. And then Tariq got fouled and made 2 free throws that really gave us a little bit of breathing room. But I mean, everybody made plays. I mean, I think the last time somebody's got 18 rebounds in a game was Kevin Jones 5 years ago. But it's honestly one of the few times in the last 10 games that Devin's actually got to play very many minutes. So, you know, when he's on the floor, we're a whole lot better.
Was the hair on fire tonight?
Well, we got a lot of motivation. Justin helped us a bunch, you know, trying to move us into the A10, and West Virginia, and we don't play hard. We don't have the fortitude that we had in the past, and that helped. That kind of, I could say what it did to him, but I don't want to say that word. I'm trying to work towards getting a white hat. I'm tired of wearing this black one all these years.
Have you had many teams that start so badly? That 23-8 was a bad looking 23-8, even by 23-8 standards. But I mean, there was still a lot of ball to play. But did you feel like you guys were going to find something?
Well, we normally do. You know, it's as we've talked about for 2 years now, and a lot of times it's a cumulative effect. And we're going to have a run generally somewhere. I mean, we had a run really at Florida. We just shot ourselves in the foot with turnovers, and then we had 5 consecutive foul calls on us. And we just kept turning it over was the problem. But we generally have a run where we can kind of get back to having a chance.
Jay Sean's three coming after he'd driven the ball so well, I guess that opens up the perimeter game a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously trying to keep him out of the lane.
But let me ask you this, the best, first half of the conference season for you guys, since joining the Big 12, when you think about where you guys were when you first started to where you guys are now, has this been an interesting journey, adapting and overcoming, what the Big 12 has presented you guys?
Well, I think the honest truth is we weren't that far away, even though we were horrible. I mean, you think about how many games we lost by less than 5 points in that year that we just couldn't, whatever, finish games. And we've lost here twice by a bucket or two at the end of games. So we weren't all that far away. We weren't as far away as a lot of people tried to make out that we were. So, these guys they compete. I mean, they really compete. And we lost two really good players, to graduation, two guys that were really good. I mean, one was probably arguably the best point guard in the league. And these other guys are, I think they're growing into the role. They have their moments when they're not very good, but I think for the most part, they've grown into the role.
Zach, show you next night, or is it still a work in progress?
Dak's just gonna become more consistent and not get out of what we want him to do. I've given those two a lot of leeway, and it's kind of time for them to understand a little bit better about what we have to do.
Coach, get your thoughts on Monte Morris. I think in 5 career games against you guys, he now has 39 assists to 2 turnovers. What makes him so hard to go against, just from your perspective?
He's got to be one of the, I mean, I don't know what number, but he's got to be one of the best point guards in America. He's terrific. I think he's shooting the ball better, more consistently. He's got a great in-between game. There's a lot of really good point guards in this league, and he's certainly at the top of the list. What makes him good against us, he doesn't turn it over.
At first blush, it looks like the half-court offense in the second half was really, really sharper than what you guys have done recently.
Well, let's be honest, it's better when Jay Sean's in the game. Our problems, the Florida game, when we turned the ball over so much, and then Jay Sean got in foul trouble. Tariq got in foul trouble. And Tariq and Jay Sean have played the best of our perimeter guys. Devin got in foul trouble. We're obviously not as good a basketball team. Take, their 3 best scorers out of the game, they're not a very good basketball team either. Nobody is.
Given the environment, the grid, and the on-court talking and all that tonight, is this as big or bigger a win than maybe even Kansas was?